And welcome back, folks. All right, I have two lovelies in studio with me, two natural sisters sitting here with me today. I have a newcomer to the program, Melissa Riddell. And she's here representing her company, Chic Haven, and she's going to be talking about her baby in terms of eco-friendly designs and additional bits that she's also involved in. And that's where I come to not a newcomer to the program. This is Miss Regular over here. Malaika Brooke Smith-Lowe is with her, and Malaika is going to be pitching in as well. More around the Go Dairy project and the retreat. The retreat I'm very excited to talk about. So we're going to try and see if we can crunch everything into this last segment. But first I'm going to, because you're our guest, because Malaika's a regular, so you're our guest now. It's good to finally meet you.
Same here. Same here.
And welcome back home.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been amazing to be back on the island and working and growing and
giving back. It's nice when you come back home and you can get involved and just give back and give a part of you, because Chic Haven is all about Melissa. Tell us about Chic Haven.
Well, Chic Haven is my baby, as you said. I came up with the idea, the company, about 2 years ago. Started off using... We always had the eco-friendly approach. I try to maintain that in any aspect that I do Chic Haven, whether it's the jewelry, whether it's within the massage therapy, and then I still have the aspect with the henna. Right. So initially I started off with the jute bags. So we used to have the jute bags with the hint of Afrocentric-ness to it. So it kind of gave it, a bit of a flair, but overall the jute bags kind of promoting that eco-friendly aspect in terms of whenever you're going shopping, instead of using a plastic bag, you could use the jute bag, and it's still quite fashionable. So yes. Good. And then slowly I started using the same fabrics. Well, my last collection I used both African fabrics, mainly from Nigeria, so that's probably the Ankara material, mixed in with a bit of like vintage, antique West Indian fabric. So that was my last collection that I kind of put together to kind of bring the two together. So it kind of represents me on both ends. So yes.
What sort of feedback have you been getting? I know you have a following already. In terms of the feedback, because I remember that you'd featured some of your stuff at the bazaar at the Jubilee Resort as well.
I did.
Tell me about feedback from the public.
It was great. It was amazing. A lot of people were interested in the products that I had, the approach that I was using. I must say that as I've been here, I'm getting to adapt to the market, because I know the market's somewhat different from the UK or the US. So I realize here I probably just need to downsize. So have things a bit more delicate, because I'm very, in terms of my designs, it's very loud, it's very... you could see it. It's very loud. So I realize here people prefer things a bit more delicate, but they like the color, they like the textures, they like the fabric, So
Tell us about what's happening right here now. What's being showcased here?
This was actually one of the collaborations I had in London. It was my first fashion show that I did showcasing my pieces. And with this one, it's just a beaded necklace, also bracelets as well, and the beads are all natural, and then I think I kind of use recycled beads as well, so just to kind of bring those two colors together. And I think the hair piece was my sister, she's a Trinidadian designer in the UK, so her designs are Jazara inspiration. So so we did a collaboration. That was my first.
Tell me about, this is an interesting.
Yes. So now we come to the different personalities or personas of Chic Haven. In my designs, I try and represent everyone. So this was kind of foxy chic, basically. I used recycled material. It was 2 different fabrics that I used to make this piece. So I think I was more upcycling with this piece. I think I have another similar one as well.
There you go.
So this is geek chic. So I think that's where the whole glasses
effect.
Yes. And I really love, this is actually one of my favorite pieces, because here again with the jersey material we've upcycled, and I have accents on the side with the Ankara material. So that's a mixture of I think it was purple, green, silver, but it just gave it a bit more oomph to the design, which I really enjoyed. It's a quite playful piece as well. It's very light. It's perfect for the weather in terms, even though it is a bold piece, it's very light. It doesn't make you hot or sweaty in terms of the climate here. So yeah, it's perfect.
How would you describe your style, Melissa? I know this is cute. I like this photo a lot.
My style. I work with moods and colors, I think, basically, in terms of my style. So even with the last earring that we saw there, that was one of the antique pieces. It was more of an Asian kind of, you're getting a kind of Asian feel, and as you can see, I was sexy chic there with the red lipsticks. But I'm all about color.
Yes.
Color, pattern,
Yes.
Yeah. According to my mood, it's just being reflected into my mood. So
Now, I'm sure people are wondering, okay, how can I get in touch with Melissa? Where, numbers, sites, etc.
Okay, well, I'm happy to say that I now have my website, which is www.chichaven.com. And also on the island, my bags, jewelries, any form of accessories is actually available on the airport at Atlantic News as well. So that's an actual spot where you could actually go and see all the pieces. And Facebook, most of my orders come through online.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So on Facebook, Chic Haven or Mimi Chic, you'd see all of the collections.
Colors.
And I love the little earrings as well, because they're actually buttons, and I just upcycled them and made them into earrings. So I want to play around with that design as well. Adding whether it's silver, gold, so even the beaded pieces. So
those look really pretty.
That was actually taken at the bazaar.
Right?
Yes. Those are pictures from the bazaar, because I'm still working on a new collection right now that I haven't completed it yet, but would keep you posted on it.
You better. And once you put it out there, I'll put it out there for you as well.
Thank you.
Good. Now, I know I want to wish you all the best with Chic Haven,
Thank you.
I think it's
been a blessing just to have my things it's growing. So, and the brand is being accepted worldwide, so it's more love. So I give love, receive love.
That's the best way. That's the best way. Now you're going to be collaborating with Malaika for this retreat that's coming up, and ladies, take note, because this is something quite exciting, and I'm sure you're going to have lots more coming. So I know it's a maroon retreat.
That's the name. That's the name of
so the series of retreats are maroon retreats, so a lot of maybe it's just folks who are older who kind of connect with the concept of maroon, because even I'm not even sure a lot of young people who study history know about the maroons in that sense. So maroon has many meanings. You could talk about the people who were enslaved in our history, who escaped from that bondage and created self-sufficient communities in the mountains, especially in places like Guyana and Jamaica that had a lot of mountains. Grenada is so small, it's hard to not get catch, even though it seems that serious. But still, we still have an adaptation of that concept in the concept of like having a maroon to build a house or to do something where someone has a cook and people come and participate together. So we really
together.
So we really, Melissa and I connected immediately last year sometime when we were introduced to each other. It was just, actually we had a couple different people who knew both of us who were like, do you know each other? So it was immediate. And then because she's a massage therapist and me, I'm a certified instructor, so we have these kind of qualifications about this holistic healing.
Perfectly.
And sometimes when you do a massage with someone, or when you have a client consistently, or when you have a yoga client or students consistently, it's great. But sometimes it's nice. People like these things also because they're communal. You could be as individual as you want. So we have people who are coming in groups of friends, or people who are coming alone, and it can be as much of an individual experience as you want. If you want to come, you get your massage, you do some yoga, and maybe you have your sketchbook and you do your thing. Or if you want to come and connect with people, you can. So we just want to create an environment that feels good and is really focused on local folks. So of course it's not if you are not from Grenada, you're not banned, of course. But I think it's beautiful to emphasize that we can love our place and we can nurture ourselves here, and it doesn't have to be a luxury either. You know?
True. We all deserve that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's why we're trying to create that movement where, you know, we're offering these services where people could just have it as something, whether it's every month, every other month, and it creates a support system as well, which is important. So
So this weekend has lots of action, because on Saturday, Spice Harmony Studio, we're having a workshop in the afternoon, yoga living for stress-free success. We were talking to one of your guests earlier. She's like, that's a tall order. And you know, I'm not making any guarantees, but we are trying to give you a few little tools that can take yoga off the mat and into your life, so that you're less stressed at work, with your family, etc. And so that's on Saturday afternoon, and we have a few spots left for that, and then we have Maroon Retreat on Sunday, all day, 9 to 4. That's a good 9 to 4 day.
That's a good 9 to 4 day. Now I want to find out, do you have available spots? You know, can folks still be part of it, or it's closed already?
No, we're almost there though, so this is the time to get to us, because we probably assume that by the end of today, maybe tomorrow, we won't have any spots left. So we really need people to contact us. You can email us at maroonretreats@gmail.com. You can check out the Spice Harmony website, spiceharmony.org, has information about the retreat, and then also Groundation. Groundation is really the collaborative force. So it's Chic Haven and Groundation Grenada. Groundation Grenada, which is a website, groundationgrenada.com, all about, you know, critical thinking, creativity, holistic health. And especially focused on young people here. So Groundation as an entity, we are starting to have more activities to really kind of bring things out of the virtual space and into the real life space.
Right.
Yeah.
Let our viewers know exactly what happens on a retreat. And secondly, how often would the retreats take place? Would it be a monthly thing? Have you gotten to that part yet where you say, okay, this is our calendar, we want to do it every 2 months, or how would it run? So what's happening on Sunday?
Well, on Sunday, we're going to be at Mango Bay.
Where
Bay
is
Cottages.
That?
Oh, man. It's up in St. John. It is
wondering.
Beautiful. I mean, I was blown away when I went there. And it's this beautiful, small, intimate, little hotel on the coast, and they're right above this lovely beach. I mean, it's called Mango Bay because in mango season it's just ripe. There's mangoes straight down the path to the beach everywhere. So it's gonna be, you know, we're charging people $155 EC for the day, and that includes a full 45-minute massage. It includes however many yoga classes you want to take, yoga and breathing techniques. It includes also food, and they have a incredible vegetarian restaurant.
Very nice.
So they'll have lots of good local food, fruits, fresh stuff, really light punches, you know, delicious. And that also will include just kind of being able to have the free time to go to the beach, do this, do that. We want to also have some little stations where people can make their own little local scrubs and foot
DIY facials, foot scrubs, you know, so once they have a break and you're feeling a bit of pampering. So yes.
So they can see what local ingredients they can use to make really simple facial. Like my little sister on the internet looked up this thing, and she makes this little scrub for herself with brown sugar and honey and a little lime, you know. Yeah, so there's a lot of that we can do that we see. I mean, people pay all kind of money to do this stuff, and we have it here. Just make it. And, you know, so it's really, that's what we're about. Just providing a day that's stress-free, that's just a little escape. You don't have to kind of leave the country to have a vacation. You can have a staycation.
That's right. Staycations on the island.
Right.
So, yes.
And let me tell you something now. This event that both of you are, you know, collaborating to host is long overdue. It really is about time. You know, and I think it'll be really good for a lot of not just independent women, but lots of mummies to just take the break and get out there and just have your staycation and just relax. And I think it's an excellent idea, because when I heard about it, because this is just what, your second?
This is gonna be our second.
This is the second.
Yeah.
So on to my next question before we run out of time, and I'm sure we're going to be running out of time soon. They're giving me the signal already, you see. How often do you want to do this?
Well,
no plans yet, so you'll just let me know.
Yeah, we don't have plans yet, but we are definitely looking to have these kind of things continue. I think one thing that's missing sometimes is that real consistency on events. So you have fetes that you have every year. These fetes that have been going on since I was like 14. But now it's time to think how else can we spend our money and engage with each other? I love going out. I have no problem with that. But I'm just saying there needs to be choices too. So
and healthy choices.
Healthy choices that feel good and are still fun.
Healthy. And you see, we're so out of time that we can't touch on your next project.
Oh, that's
Malaika.
okay. I'll have to come and give you guys an update on the goat dairy.
You got to. You definitely got.
Well.
Things are going well.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you finally. All the best. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Well done, Malaika.
Sunday at the retreat.
Yes, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, but folks, certainly, I know. Certainly hope you enjoyed the program today. Take care. God bless. Bye.